Of the Standard newspaper this morning, Obado to remain a guest of the state for another 12 days. Bichachi, let me just get your thoughts on this in regards to this is the criminal division that Lady Justice Jessie Lesit is on. She's not granted Governor Obado any bail in regards to that. Imagine if the anti-corruption division in Kenya worked the same way the criminal division, especially to be specific, Lady Justice Jessie Lesit has handled this specific scenario. How much further we would be as a nation when it comes to what we say taming the dragon of corruption?
There are two things that are involved, and as a nation we need to be careful that the presumption of innocence until proven guilty still stands. So let's not consider the remanding of Governor Obado to be the justice dispensing a sentencing before the time is done. However, what is critical for Kenyans to know is she's critically preventing the governor from being able to tamper with evidence and witnesses were he on the outside. Now, the reason why this is important is his power, and indeed the power of many governors, is quite extensive within their counties. And therefore, you can imagine that it should not be something that we take lightly, that someone who's accused of corruption is allowed to walk the streets of Nairobi, because we need to protect the witnesses, we need to protect the credibility of the evidence that we've gotten, because we know very well that if he can have access to the witnesses, a witness can be bribed, a witness can be threatened to pull away from a case. And we know from the story that we've read that if indeed Obado did commit this murder, then he has extensive networks and extensive power to be able to exercise his power.
All right.
Of witnesses. So that's one. But two, what is also very important is we need to make it very clear to the nation that Obado is being retained not as a punishment, but he's being retained as a process of our judicial system. And that is a very important classification.
Well, others would argue, Honorable Mutambo, that, for example, especially for Obado, he has no specific standing, whether it's with the big players, whether he is Jubilee or whether he is ODM, in which some critics would even call him a political orphaned child. There's no one who is coming to his rescue the way we saw with the DCJ. There's no one who is coming to his rescue with that sort of magnitude the way they also handled Governor Ojamang. Would you say this is the price that perhaps independent politicians or people who do not either side with NASA or Jubilee have to go for?